Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, and welcome to this VidhyaTEK Systems webinar series event, where we will be providing an overview of our PaperVision.com and ScanPro solutions. My name is Bree Ryden, and I'm the Client Development Manager here at VidhyaTEK Systems. And it's my privilege to introduce Mike Randash, our Vice President of Sales, and Jeff Degner, our Sales Engineer.
Thank you, Bree. I'm Mike Randash, Vice President of Sales for VidhyaTEK Systems. I want to thank all attendees for taking time today to spend with us to learn more about VidhyaTEK Systems, PaperVision.com, ScanPro, and our no-cost dealer program. We know things are hectic in the business world today, and many of you are pivoting to offer new products and services. We believe you will see that our products are very relevant to the challenges that businesses are facing. I'll provide a short introduction to VidhyaTEK as a company and our full-featured product suite. And then I'll turn it over to Jeff Degner for a live demo of PaperVision.com and ScanPro. So let's dig in. VidhyaTEK Systems has been in business for over 22 years, providing dedicated service to our partners and our customers. We're headquartered in Greenwood Village, Colorado. If you don't know where that is, it's in the Denver Tech Center, which is just south of downtown Denver. And we're focused on the development of a complete spectrum of full-featured and cost-effective ECM products. VidhyaTEK Systems' mission is to create a competitive advantage for our customers by delivering value-priced, easy-to-use, feature-rich, and architecturally flexible document management software and services supported by legendary customer service. So let's take a look at the full enterprise suite from VidhyaTEK Systems. VidhyaTEK has the full spectrum of products needed for records management and process automation. Let us start with process automation. We provide a full-featured workflow product that enables processes to be automated by building them graphically and adding business rules. We also provide robust integration through robotic process automation, or RPA, in both attended and unattended robot options. We also have an eForms product that allows non-programmers to build forms that can be hosted on any website, both internal or external, and the completion of the eForm can trigger additional business processes, all through an easy-to-use graphical designer. Now let's discuss our advanced document capture options, sometimes referred to in the industry as digitization products. Our company was founded on document capture products. We are industry experts, and our products represent growth and improvement over 2 decades. We're also unique in the industry with our pricing approach for paper flow and paper vision capture. They are value priced and provide unlimited volume. VidhyaTEK Systems has a wide range of advanced capture options from multiple paper flow configurations at the desktop to high-volume distributed capture using PaperVision Capture and FormsMagic. FormsMagic is our patented artificial intelligence approach to automatically recognizing and classifying documents and extracting usable information from them. Industry analysts have compared FormsMagic AI to facial recognition for documents, and we agree with and like that comparison. VidhyaTEK Systems also has many document repository options, including PaperVision Enterprise, Image Silo, and PaperVision.com. Today we'll be focusing on ScanPro and PaperVision.com. ScanPro is a subscription-based option for receiving the functionality of our popular and industry-leading PaperFlow Pro product. ScanPro is available for both Image Silo and PaperVision.com. ScanPro will formally be released next week, but it's available now through a 30-day trial program. Please contact us if you're interested in the 30-day trial. We will not be covering our process automation products today, but we wanted you to know they are available in our product suite since workflow and robotic process automation are currently very hot topics. Today we'll be focused on ScanPro, which provides advanced document capture features at a monthly subscription price model. We kind of look at that as scanning and importing, and the things that you'll see with ScanPro include image enhancement, optical character recognition, quick-click indexing, barcode, database lookup indexing, custom code, and direct cloud upload export to PaperVision.com. Again, we also have PaperVision Capture and PaperVision FormsMagic, but we won't be reviewing those today. We'll be focused only on ScanPro from a scanning perspective. On the document repository side, we'll be focused on PaperVision.com today, provided in a user subscription model. All of our document repositories have the same user interface, giving our customers flexible options with easy user adoption. Again, we have Image Silo, PaperVision.com, both as cloud solutions, and PaperVision Enterprise as our on-premise solution. Today we'll be focused only on PaperVision.com as our cloud solution. With that said, it is worth mentioning our first cloud repository was also the first hosted repository in the market, and we still offer it today. It was cloud before the term cloud referred to technology. Image Silo provides for unlimited users, with the customer paying only for the storage they use. While this model is very effective, we had some customers demanding a per-user model instead of a storage model. And this is one of the main reasons we have launched PaperVision.com and that we're pursuing a new market opportunity with PaperVision.com. I encourage you to go to PaperVision.com and take a look at the website. There's a lot of great information for both our partners and for your end user customers. We have the pricing section, we have resources, we have case studies, short videos to help you with the introduction, return on investment information, just a great wealth of information to help you get started with PaperVision.com. PaperVision.com is available in multiple tiers. This allows a user to select only the functionality they need and only pay for the functionality that they need. There's also a very nice downloadable sheet that compares the different features in a nice checklist format. Very useful for both our partners and our end user customers. So let's take a look at the information about PaperVision.com and how it's priced. First of all, it's a monthly per user model on either a named or concurrent license basis. The concurrent license is very unique in the industry today, and it allows for a nice way for a department or an enterprise to share licenses when they maybe don't need to be in the product all day. We also have value-priced advanced capture processing through ScanPro. And again, that's a subscription version of PaperFlow Pro. It's also available in both a named user model and a concurrent user model. And the concurrent user model, again, is unique in that it allows a shared device, maybe a multifunction device, copier, a shared scanner to be used, where people can go to that shared device, do their scanning, go back to their desktop, do their advanced capture, might be OCR, barcode recognition, quick click indexing, whatever it may be able to do that at their desktop and then log out to free up that license for somebody else to be able to do advanced capture. Again, our partners also have the opportunity to add other value-added profits in addition to the software that they provide. And all it takes is that they sign a dealer agreement with us. That dealer agreement is no cost, no obligation. It also comes with free versions of PaperVision.com and ScanPro to allow you to do training and to do demos with that software. As far as billing goes, we will bill your customers for you if you prefer, or you can decide that you would like to bill your customers. And again, if you're adding additional value-added services, products, in order to add some more value-added profit for you, it's a very nice feature for you to be able to do the invoicing to your customers. So let's take a look at this graphic and see where PaperVision.com fits into the marketplace. PaperVision.com is focused on high-value content, high governance, and the need to share information. Again, if that content needs to be governed, regulated, audited, controlled, if it needs to be shared in the organization, outside of the organization, if it's important that that information is available and that information integrity is kept intact, PaperVision.com is the right solution. Like if I'm an individual with some low value content that just store for me, if I want to just store my vacation photos as an example, there's a lot of options in the marketplace to be able to do that. But when we're looking at that high value content that's governed, that content that must maintain consistency and must be shared, PaperVision.com is the right solution. So to summarize the advantage of VidhyaTEK systems with PaperVision.com and ScanPro, we secure high value content with unlimited cloud availability. We have a full audit trail. We have full data integrity. We know that the document has not been manipulated or changed. We have full records retention functionality. We know why we're keeping what we're keeping, and we know why we're deleting what we're deleting, and it's predictable and auditable. And we have full imaging functionality. With our beginning of our company in the imaging world, we provide more imaging functionality than any of our competitors. Process automation, compliance, and a track record of success of over 20 years. So let's take a bit of a humorous look at the need for a system of record. We have Dilbert coming up to the Records Retention Center. He says to the records manager, these valuable documents should be stored for 5 years. The records manager grabs them, heads over to the trash can, and says, this job got so much easier when I realized that nobody ever asked for anything back. Yeah. And while that is a bit humorous, if that is really happening in an organization, it's not so funny. And with today, in our current situation, it may not be possible for us to go to a physical record center. Even if we do have the right procedures in place to manage physical records, it's no longer enough to just manage physical records. We now must have information available electronically and available remotely to allow people to work from any location and be able to access their records. And again, there's new pressures that are making organizations rethink the way they've done business in the past and maybe accelerate into looking at things like PaperVision.com to provide any document anywhere at any time. Organizations that have put off automating records management and business processes are now looking at new ways to do business. This is a tremendous opportunity for all of us to help these organizations and help the people working for these organizations. And PaperVision.com truly enables the distributed workforce to be able to pull up those documents from anywhere and be able to participate in business process automation from anywhere. And now it's time for a demo that you've all been waiting for, but I just want to thank you again for taking the time to attend today. Hopefully you were able to see that PaperVision.com and ScanPro are a unique opportunity in the market, and we look forward to discussing the dealer agreement with you. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Dagner to give you a live demo of the products. Take it away, Jeff.
Thanks, Mike. Making myself the presenter right now. Alrighty. So as Mike mentioned, I'm going to be showing off PaperVision Enterprise, or PaperVision.com rather, and PaperVision ScanPro. So a lot of you have already seen our PaperVision product. So PaperVision.com is an implementation of our PaperVision Enterprise, same as ImageSilo is an implementation of PaperVision Enterprise. So I'm going to be going through and showing off PaperVision.com and how it looks and things along those lines. So the first thing, I'm going to show off the client here. We do have two different options for accessing the product. We have the website where you can go to login.papervision.com, put in your credentials and log in, and you can also download the PaperVision client. So if I come over here to the website and show up here at the top, we have the downloads. You can download the PaperVision client, which I'll show you here in just a moment, and then also this is where you would download PaperVision ScanPro. So PaperVision.com ScanPro, they're both able to be downloaded from the website. So that being said, I'm going to spend my time in the client here to show it off. So as you can see, when you're doing login, we are connecting to login.papervision.com. We have our entity, and then we put in our username and password and log in. The first thing you're going to see in papervision.com is what I call the main screen, or the home tab. You're going to have your projects up here on the top left. Projects are organizations of documents. I usually equate them to departments or subdivisions of departments. It really depends on how you and your clients want to organize the data, though. So you can see here I have 5 different projects. I have accounts payable, HR, membership, patient files. Most of the demo today, I'm going to be focusing on the patient files. But you can see here that it's just dependent on how you want to organize it. You can change the names of the files, the projects, anything along those lines. So I'm going to go ahead and hit search here to pull up the patient files project. Here are the fields that I am searching on inside of the patient files project. So, first name, last name, date of birth, patient number, that type of information. Again, these are all customizable. So you can add or remove fields, change the format, things along those lines. I should say, the reason I'm focusing on PaperVision .com first is to show how we're going to retrieve the data after we push it from ScanPro. So after I'm showing off a little bit of the PaperVision.com, I'll transition over to ScanPro. So from this screen, we can do a search on these fields, and we're also able to do a search on the full text data. So as long as the document has full text data associated with it, which PaperVision ScanPro can create full text data, we can search on the full text data. And what full text data is, for those of you who aren't too familiar with it, is the ability to search through the metadata or the text inside of the document. So think like when you're looking at a PDF and you do a Control F or a Word document and you look for specific words in that document, what you're doing there is you're searching through the full text layer. PaperVision.com is able to take that full text layer, load it in, and make it as a search option for you as well. When I do a search here, I'm going to pull up all the documents in this project, which there's just a couple here. So you can see here we have a bunch from William Cody, Wild Bill, and then I've got a few test documents in here as well. So from this screen, we can do quite a few different things. We can upload documents, we can scan documents. These are just one-off scanning. It's not going to generate full text data. It's not going to read barcodes, things like that. Upload, we can browse out and select from a directory to pull a single file in, things along those lines. We're also able to save files out, email them, print them, edit them, delete them. Every single option you see here up on the top is modular. And what I mean by modular is that an individual user or a group of users can be restricted from which particular options they can do. Same with which fields they can see, which documents they can see. So we're able to be very granular on how we restrict access for particular users or user groups. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on one of the documents to pull it up here so you can see what our viewer looks like. So this is the PaperVision viewer or the PaperVision assistant. We do have another viewer called the browser-based viewer that is an HTML5 viewer. The reason I bring that up is if you're ever accessing from a tablet or a mobile device or an Apple device, things along those lines, it would use the browser-based viewer, which requires no download. The PaperVision assistant is part of the PaperVision client. It gets downloaded with the client, and it's a full-featured. It includes all of our functionality, things like that. The HTML5 viewer, the browser-based viewer, we're not able to install toolkits and things like that. So it doesn't have all of the same functionality. It has majority of the same features that you would expect. You're just not going to see like thumbnails, things along those lines. But on the left-hand side here, we have the indexing. We have the image here in the middle, thumbnails, and then textual notes. Textual notes, I equate these to a sticky note for those of you who aren't familiar. So the reason I say that is they're just associated with this particular page of this document, and it's something after somebody already has the document open, they can view it. Similar to how like a sticky note, if you had it on a piece of paper in a filing cabinet, you're going to pull out that piece of paper before you're going to know what the sticky note says. We're also able to do annotations on top of our images, which is an overlay that goes over top of the image, and you can redact certain things on an image. So say, for instance, if I look at this image, I'm going to fit this to width real quick, and I want to redact out the social security number. I can come over here and draw a rectangle, drag and drop a box, and I can redact that out. The nice thing about this is you can set it up so certain users that log into your system have to view the document with annotations on. And also when you email a document out, you can force the annotations into the image. So when I click include annotations, it's going to imprint the annotations onto the image that's being emailed out. So then you can redact particular sections of a document for people that you may be sending it to, things along those lines. In my opinion, one of the most important features of everything within our product is our security audits. So when I click security audit here, you'll be able to see that it tracks every single time this document's been viewed, when it was added to the system, an annotation has been created. Anything that happens in this system is tracked, whether it be somebody logs in, does a search, views a document, emails a document, prints a document, everything is tracked. So we're able to do a full security audit. So if something gets deleted on accident, you know who deleted it, when they deleted it, anything along those lines. So it's good to know it's there. It's good for ease of mind, everything along those lines. So we do also have the ability to do records retention and destruction, which Mike had mentioned in the slides. So here is a manual records retention. I'm able to define a date time that this document is going to be retained for. And when it says records retention, what that's saying is that this document cannot be deleted until this retention lock has expired. It's similar to what most people would consider a legal hold. So we're just saying Once this is applied, nobody can delete this document until after this retention lock expires. The only way somebody could delete this document is if they have rights to remove the retention lock, came in, removed the retention lock, and then deleted it. Similarly, we can do destruction policies. So we can say delete this document after X amount of time, maybe 7 years, things like that. So I'm showing you manual retention locks and destruction dates. You can also set it up to be automatic. So you can say every single document that gets added to the system, lock it down for 7 years. So that document cannot be deleted for 7 years. And then after 7 years, delete all of the documents that meet this criteria. And then you can have it automatically deleted, or you can have it added to a destruction list where somebody has to approve the deletion of the document. So I'm trying to go kind of fast through the PaperVision.com side of things, just because a lot of you have already seen this and are familiar with it. This is more for the people that haven't used PaperVision.com yet, or PaperVision Enterprise, things along those lines. We do also have electronic signatures, so I can add a signature, fill out my name, Jeff Degner, sign the document, and then I can choose to have it imprint the signature on the image or not. I have imprinting turned on right now, so it actually puts the signature physically on the image. You can toggle that off, so it just does the electronic signature down here on the bottom. So you'll see it's adding that signature to the image. That's why it's taking a second to load. So you can see here on the second page, we have my signature up on the top left-hand corner, and then down in the signatures, we're tracking the IP address, the date time I signed it, the username I signed it with, and the signature. So the last thing I want to show you inside of the viewer here is we do have the ability to share documents outside of our system. So if you wanted to create a link to a document, by default, it has a 24-hour expiration. You can set that as long as you'd like, and you can add a password to password protect it. So I can click OK, copy the link to the clipboard, go out to my browser, paste this link in, hit enter, and then it's going to prompt me for my password. So I'm going to come up here, type in my password. And then you're going to see the document pulling up in our browser-based viewer. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the HTML5 viewer. This is what anybody accessing it outside of our system would need to use. So we're able to see the image. We're able to, see that we can still print. We can still, do those types of things. But the most important part of this feature is the fact that when we go into the security audit, we're able to see that a public user accessed that file. So we're able to validate that somebody I sent this link to, this password protected time bomb link, that they accessed the file and the source IP address they accessed it from. So that's a really useful feature for tracking anytime a document's opened up. It's very similar to like a read receipt on an email. So that covers most of what I wanted to show in the viewer. There are a couple other little features I wanted to talk about here real quick. So I'm not going to get into it, but we do also have eForms and workflow, as Mike had mentioned in the PowerPoints we went through earlier. So you can see here a DSU registration, eForm, and then a workflow. So these are just the workflow and eForms that my user has access to at the moment. The other thing I did want to talk about, whenever I do demos or trainings or anything like that, a common question is, what's your favorite feature of the product that doesn't seem like it would be that flashy? And every single time, the first thing I bring up is the quick search feature up here in the top right. The reason I bring this up is a lot of times what will happen is the longer you use the system, the more projects are going to be created in your company. And say you're asked to look for a document and you have no idea what project it's in. Maybe somebody else added it to the system. It could be in one of 5 different projects. All you know is that, hey, here's the social security number of the person I'm looking for. So here, let me use this dummy social security number. And when I click search here, it's going to pull up every single project that I have a document that meets that search result in. So you can see here I have an HR file in the HR demo project and in the patient files project. So when I click on one of these projects, it's going to show all of the documents that meet that criteria. And I can say, oh, that's not the document I'm looking for. Go back to the quick search results, patient files. There's the document I'm looking for. Double click on it to open it up. So it's just a really quick and easy way to find the documents you're looking for. A lot of people don't even bother going into the projects and searching that way. They just use the quick search feature up here on the top because it's a lot easier. It's very similar to like a Google search or something like that, where it's going to search everything that you're looking for. You can still use wildcards, things like that in this search as well. So the most important parts for us is partners and things like that is how do we get files into the system? It's great once they're in the system, we can retrieve them, things like that. You can view the documents. So we talked about the ability to upload and scan in the system, but this is where ScanPro comes in. So I'm going to come over here to ScanPro and show off ScanPro. So first thing, when you launch ScanPro, it's going to prompt you to log into your entity on PaperVision.com. So we've got my entity number, my username, password. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then it automatically is going to pull all of my information from the projects that I have that exist in my PaperVision.com entity. So when I click New Batch up here, instead of creating a job like you would in our PaperFlow product, it's automatically pulling all the information from the project. So you can see here, patient files, accounts payable, HR demo, all of the projects and the index values are automatically pulled, and it's going to automatically push the files into the projects once we export. So it's creating a seamless positioning of moving the files from ScanPro to the cloud. One question I do get a lot when I'm talking about ScanPro is, does ScanPro require a download? The answer to that is yes, it is a downloaded program. The nice thing is the licensing is all handled on PaperVision.com. So when you log into it, you can have 10, 15, 20 different machines that have ScanPro installed on them. And as long as only one person is using the license that you have assigned, or if you have multiple licenses, then you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and create a batch in the patient files project here and just kind of show off, for those of you who aren't familiar with PaperFlow, some of the features that we have inside of ScanPro. So you can see here it automatically pulled all the index values from my project. I'm going to go ahead and do scan. So I've got some files set up in my scanner. And in the process of scanning, it's going to automatically read the barcode from the first page, extract out the patient number, and break on that sheet. So if I had multiple barcodes, it would break on the barcode, separate my documents out, things along those lines. So now it's finished scanning. I have a couple different options for getting the index values out of the document. So first thing I want to show off is the quick click indexing. Quick click indexing is one of the coolest features of PaperFlow. Essentially what it does is when I click on the quick click indexing, I've defined saying the second and third pages of my document, because the first one is the barcode, have the OCR data that I'm looking to extract. So they have the index values that I'm looking to get off of these images. So what it does is it goes through and it OCRs the second and third page of my document, and then I can just come over here and highlight different values or drag and drop a box around it. So first name, William is the first name. Cody, I'm going to drag and drop a box around Cody so you can kind of see it's extracting the name Cody. Yes, I want to say that's correct. Date of birth, I can drag and drop a box around the date of birth. Since I did the box a little bit incorrectly, you can see it grabbed month, day, year. So I'm going to click no and drag that box a little bit better. Yes, social security number, I can drag and drop a box around it. Things along those lines. So it's really nice, quick and easy way to get data for pushing to PaperVision.com. Obviously, you could also hand key it. We could read it from barcodes. We can also do a match and merge. So if I come back through here real quick, and I'm going to delete these index values out just so you can see the match and merge. So if I come up here and I've configured a match and merge, and what a match and merge is I'm reaching out to a database or an Excel spreadsheet or something like that, and I'm using the patient number I got from the barcode, and I know that the patient number is in that spreadsheet, so I want to pull in the rest of the information associated with that patient number. So I just hit F5, and it's going to automatically populate, my different information. Date of birth wasn't one of the fields, so let me just grab that from the document here. So you can see here, I automatically grab different information from my Excel spreadsheet that I have set up, or my SQL database, or however I need to do that. And then I can come over here, I can set up image processing, I can set up additional barcode reading, or if I'm done doing my indexing, everything's good to go, I've done my validation, I can just click start here. I'm going to show you here in the configuration, I have it set up that it's going to create PDF searchable images. So you can see here, we're able to select what type of documents are being output, whether it's just images, TIFFs, JPEGs, or a PDF searchable image. I can click start, and it's automatically going to OCR the documents, create the PDF searchable image, and then push the PDF searchable image up to PaperVision.com. For those of you who are familiar with OCR data, it does take a little bit of time. So this is going to be processing for a second while it pushes the data up. But you can see here that it's automatically OCRing and pushing it. You can also set this up via the scheduling service to run in the evening. So maybe you have a lot of data that needs to be OCR'd. You don't want to run it right now. You want to run it after you leave at the end of the day. You can set up a scheduling service that will automatically run the OCR data, barcode reading, image processing at the end of the day. It's very similar to how our PaperVision Pro product works. So I think that covers most of what I was wanting to show as far as ScanPro goes. As I mentioned before, this is a very quick run through of the product. The product has a lot of features, custom code capabilities, things along those lines that you can utilize for adding in additional functionality, things like that. If you guys want to see any more additional things inside of the product, just reach out to the sales team, your sales representatives, Bree, Tanya, Mike, myself, and we can get the demo set up for you to show off whatever different features you'd like. So if there's any additional questions, I got the slide here to pull up, and I think we are good to go. But as I mentioned, please reach out to Mike, myself, or Bree, or sales team at VidhyaTEK Systems, or call the number here at the end.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Mike. I thought that was a lot of valuable information. As Jeff said, just go ahead and contact us, me, Mike, Jeff, or you can reach any of us at any time at the sales team at VidhyaTEKsystems.com address. Hope you all stay safe and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.